Okay, so let's start. Today, with my brand new setup, even though it's a brand new setup, I'm using my phone as a camera, so I'm really hoping nobody calls me. It's 9:40 in the morning. No one else should be super awake in terms of family, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But I only put it in the game. Okay, cool. But yeah, today we're going to be playing Pokemon Y, but it's not just Pokemon Y, as you can see on the screen. It's Pokemon HarmonY, or HarmonY, HarmonY, which is a ROM hack created by Ecnoid, who specializes in, much like Drayano does in the 2D version of Pokemon games, makes them more difficult. Makes it so that all trainers in the game are much harder to beat, and the Pokemon you find in each route, there are way more Pokemon you can find. I'm pretty sure Ecnoid makes it so that you can catch every Pokemon in the game if you so wanted to. Obviously, that's not the point of my playthrough of this game. And also, something that Ecnoid does, shiny rates in this game are incredibly high up. Raid? Oh, jeez. From who? I'm confused. The Matstar 007 has rated you with a party of 17. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. And you followed as well. Thanks for that. So we're going to start the game. So it's a Nuzlocke. If you don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke, I mean, I don't know if I have to explain them, but I guess I'll do so anyway. While this intro's going on. I'm not going to be, like, reading the intro or anything like that. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for coming. This is awesome. I'm mad for even trying this. Well, I'm finally able to, with my new setup, with this computer, with this monster of a computer that I have now, I'm finally able to play this game without it crashing, hopefully. So I'm really excited. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, cool. What a great start. Okay, so it's a Nuzlocke, so I can only catch the first Pokemon of every route. However, it's a Shinylocke Nuzlocke. Therefore, I can only catch the first shiny I encounter in every single route. That's hard enough because finding shinies is annoying. But the shiny rates are 1 in 100. So I look like this. I don't have black hair, but that's closest to what I look like. My name? Pie, spelled like this. Jesus, so many people are following. Thank you, Dinky Dinkleson. Thank you, Crade, many underscores for following. This is amazing. 1 in 100? Yes, exactly. The shiny rates are 1 in 100 as like a bottom line. This game was specifically meant for people who, want to do cool runs like this. If a Pokemon faints, it dies. And, again, first shiny of every route, that's the only one I can catch. Obviously, there's no duplicates. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. You don't understand how complicated the setup is right now, at least for me. I'm used to having everything on just my one laptop, which is over there. It's over there. You can't see it, but it's over there. So I'm literally watching my own broadcast on my laptop and reading chat from there because I only have one monitor. This monitor right here is one. I just got smacked in the face by a bird. Shiny chances increase? Yes, 1 in 100. And in order for things to work properly, I have a mechanical keyboard. It's super loud. I also have this new mic. I mean, you guys haven't been here before. But this mic, amazing. I mean, I think so. You're ready for the long haul? I mean, I could, except, this game is also hard enough as it is. So, the 1 in 4,192. Jesus. What mic? Well, this is actually a mic that was given to me by a friend. It's a Blue Ice Snowball, and I like it a lot so far. I don't know how much this mic is. It was literally given to me, like, right before I went to college. My friend came over, and he's like, hey, I have a brand new mic, and it's a lot better than this one, so you can have this one. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And bless you for having the patience to do this. Thanks. I mean, it is 9:45 now. Snowball's a great mic to start with. I mean, I think so. I like it a lot so far. I'm literally using I have a cool mic. I have a great computer. This part is always messed up. Don't mind this part. The background in this just never works. Creedbird, Dinky Bird. Name my first Mon Cradebert. Okay. That's what I'll do. Mattbert. I'll do Cradebert. Cradebert was the first one on there. Wow, my laptop is like dying right now. Okay, thank you, laptop, for not being able to handle anything. Can this thing like close, please? Thank you. Okay, it's not closing. That's okay. Let's do this. Oh, this game is running so smoothly. Okay, so you don't understand, because before I was trying to run this game, just run it on its own, not stream it or anything like that, just run it on my laptop, and it would not ever do it. Okay, where's the X button? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're doing this, and I'm also Control C. Okay. Website restricted. What? How dare you? Thanks. Who owns these squirrel emotes? I have no idea. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what they are. Let's get our starters. Starters are also 1 in 100, so I'm literally going to be restarting or resetting over and over again until, you know. Therefore, speeding up the game. Oh, because I have a mechanical keyboard and my mic is right next to the keyboard, I actually connected a GameCube controller. So I play on that instead. Okay. So Control C again. Awesome. Even when speeding up, you're still keeping frames. I know, right? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Don't name it. I'll rename it later. Because I have to reset so much on this, it's unfollowed, not chessbin. Well, you know, there's only a 1 in 3 chance of me making anybody happy with the Pokemon that I choose. Also, I'm going to choose Fennekin no matter what. Okay. Shiny first try? Nope. And there we go. I load the previous state. GameCube controller pog? Yes, absolutely. No, I don't want to name it. Oh, I need to be faster at this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, but I have had one time where it took me like 7 hours, even though it was 1 in 100. It was absolutely ridiculous. Thanks. Okay, cool. I know I gotta name it, but I could always rename it later. I think in this game you kind of get the name rater early on. But don't worry, definitely all the Pokemon I catch and such I'll be nicknaming. Just because I don't want to nickname this thing over and over again. It'll take forever, especially with this controller. Just put Bert at the end of all the names. That'd be pretty funny. Kilmopie Bert. That's really funny. Name it Bert Bert. Just Bert twice. I tried making it so I could have a hotkey on my controller. That way I could just reset to the previous save like this on my controller, but I can't do that, so I have to do it on here. That's understandable, not wanting to name it every time. Yeah, exactly. Like, with Pokemon that I catch, it's no big deal, you know what I mean? I could always rename it later. It just takes so long. Can you guys hear the game, by the way? Pumpert, that's funny. I'll definitely keep all these names in mind. I can hear it when it doesn't speed up. Oh, I get that. Okay, cool. So hopefully when it's not sped up and I'm playing the game normally, you'll be able to hear it just fine. The volume's kind of low, but that's just because the volume on my monitor, like, it's kind of dramatic. It can be low in the game, but it's super loud to me, so... Oh, 7 minutes ago, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Fafner has followed. Thank you so much. I can't keep up with this. I've never had more than like 3 people at my stream, so Jesus, you guys. I'm already getting overwhelmed. This is amazing. Hopefully we also get one with good nature. That's always the hope. You know, since it's shiny and you have to keep it when it's shiny, you know. I mean, I guess in Nuzlocke it's the same thing. It's just the first one you encounter. When you finish your stream, remember to pass on the raid. How do I raid people? I don't know how to do that. I heard Bob Ross is a great person. I love Bob Ross. / raid username. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. And do I do that from the chat? Like, do I just type that in chat and then it works? Alright, cool. Thanks so much. Pick Chespin? Okay, next one I pick will be Chespin. I'll pick Chespin once. But I don't, personally, I'm not a huge fan of Chespin. Well, I think Chespin is adorable. But Chestnut, moveset, not the best. Not the best. Not the best moveset. Also, the first gym is bug type. You'll have to remember that. And, oh, whoops, I said I would pick the next one. Okay, cool, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. First gym is bug type. And every single gym leader in this game, I think, has 6 Pokemon. And they're, like, really strong. Leech Seed, Spiky Shield. I mean, yes. But also, again, first gym. There's my Chespin. If this one is shiny, then, you know, there you guys go. But if not, I'll have to continue. And if this one is shiny, then I'll just have to hope. Laptop, don't turn off. I didn't tell you to turn off. Shiny? Nope. That would have been really epic, though. Get a Gengar? I don't think you know how this works. I don't choose what Pokemon I get. Although Gengar would be absolutely amazing. Oh, that too. Pokemon that usually you have to trade to evolve and such. I'm pretty sure they got rid of all of those in this game and just... Try Froakie now? Okay, cool. I'll try one Froakie. One Froakie. No! I keep mashing A. I'm so sorry. I'll try Froakie after this one. My hand is just already moving. So yeah, Pokemon that I usually have to trade, for example, like Kadabra into Alakazam. Nugs! Oh my god, I love Nugs. Nuggets are like my thing. Okay, now I pick Froakie. There's Froakie. I'm almost at 30 followers. Oh my god, that's crazy. Thank you guys so much. That's insane. I'm so happy. It's crazy too because I'm streaming so early in the morning. Well, I mean, for most people. Okay, not a shiny Froakie. We continue with Fennekin. Shezuan Snow has followed. Thank you so much. Also, that sauce is amazing. Szechuan sauce that they made for the promotion for the movie Mulan. I wasn't alive in 1998, but it's a good Rick and Morty reference. If only I had said it properly. My favorite Pokemon is Cyndaquil? Yes, absolutely. You respect that? My first Pokemon game was Soul Silver, and like my first like personal Pokemon game. And before that was my first game, my cousin played like Gold, Silver, Crystal when I was a lot younger. So I always saw Cyndaquil and I'm like, oh my god, it's the cutest thing. I think he's just really epic. Oh, that Fennekin was minus special attack. That would not have been good. I heard someone say something about a Gengar. Yeah, Gengar is a thing. However, I wouldn't be able to catch it. I mean, I don't even know where to find Ghastly in this game. I don't know how long that would take or where that would be. I'm sure there's a chance of, like, if it was nighttime right now, that I'd be able to maybe find a Gengar in the forest. But, you know, it's not nighttime. Gengar best evolution line. Honestly, pretty high up there. Stand around till it's nighttime. Oh, I would die. I have assignments to do. I'm in college. Me doing assignment stream. Also, Squirtle is the best mon. Understandable. I personally don't feel that way. I mean, I love Squirtle. I think Squirtle's super cool. I always thought Blastoise was a very epic Pokemon. No, no, not save the game. Oh, give me shiny. More Chespin? I'll get one more Chespin. If this one is not a shiny, I'll get one more Chespin. Okay, we'll get one more Chespin. So is the assignment stream happening? Oh god, no. That's so... No. One, because that's boring. Two, it'll be like 8 hours long. And three, I require both my computers for it. Not shiny. And just to be fair, I'll get another Froakie. Every time I get a Chespin, I'll also get a Froakie. Can anyone check where the name rater in this game is? I feel like it's super early on. It's in the 3rd town. Oh, is it? Okay, that's not too bad. What is that, Lumiose? Oh, probably Lumiose, I imagine. I know this because I'm playing an EOX Hardcore Nuzlocke on my stream. Oh, very nice. Shameless plug. Amazing. The town where I got the Pokeflute? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. There's where the name changer I think is. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure he's just in the Pokemon Center. Oh, that's not the right button. Apologies, we like to bully Matt. I see. I will name it Cradebert. When I switch the name, I will name it Cradebert. Cradebert Poggers. I provide content to these people and this is what I get. Incredible. I mean, you know. I guess it just happens. Am I gonna catch a Delibird? I don't know. If it's the first shiny I find on the route where I would find Delibird, then yes. Oh, something else too. Pokemon in this game, because you're able to catch all kinds of different Pokemon from early on, Pokemon moves, their learn sets are also pretty optimized. Of course, something that's, you know, makes it so hard is that gym leaders Pokemon have like super optimized movesets. Doorhandle 16, thanks for the follow. Was it shiny? You're lying to me, it was not. I really hope it wasn't. There's no way, I thought I checked. Really? No, I'm embarrassed. No, I don't want to nickname it. I saw something shiny. Oh my god, wait, I have to look back at this now. Can my laptop, like, work for a second? You're joking? Thank God, because I swear I'm looking. What a meanie. It was Dinky's idea. Wow. I'm here like, okay, there's no way that I wasn't looking. I see, I see. Get this guy out of here. I'm not canceling anybody. No. We're not doing this. One more from 30. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Come on, give me the shiny. I want to progress in the game. I follow Rivers is followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I follow Rivers out loud. Oh, so does that mean we're at 30 now? Oh my god. I think that's what that means. If I know how to count. No, that's not what I wanted. Sparkle! No? Okay. Are we at 30? I think so. I'm not sure. My hair is in my face. Hey, you caught me live streaming? Hey, 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 hey. After this Fennekin, if it's not shiny, I'll do another Chespin and another Froakie. Just for you guys. We're Pog. Absolutely. Do you know who I am or you don't recall? Absolutely, I know who you are. I met you on SoundCloud, bro. Dorbert? It's Cradebert. The first one's gonna be named Cradebert no matter what. We're at 30. Oh my god, that's crazy. Thank you guys. Not shiny. And now we go for the Froakie. You second Dorbert. I feel like a lot of people are gonna second, third, fourth Dorbert. One Fluffy Pumpkin has followed. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Honestly, I've never had such an influx of people. Crate is an up-and-coming streamer like myself. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. I keep pursing my lips. I have to stop doing that. It's a nervous tick. I did it again. Okay, I need to fix chat. It's bothering me. I need to scooch it over. Ugh. Okay, I think that's good. Now to 40? Oh, geez, you guys. You can't. No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do that. Come on, sparkle for me, baby. As long as it's plus special attack, I'll be happy. But, you know, that's a very specific thing to ask for. I guess as long as it's not minus special attack, I'll be okay. Because believe it or not, in a game like this, where movesets are so good and everything is so difficult... 10 more until affiliate. Affiliate's at, 50. There's no way I'm at 40. We just got to 30, no? My nose is running. Ah! Stupid nose. It's cold up here. It's cold. I'm in North Florida. It's stupidly cold. I'm not used to this. I'm used to South Florida where it's always hot and humid and gross. But now it's cold. Actually, to affiliate, you need 50 followers, need to live stream all 8 days, and need 3 viewers minimum per live. Yeah, exactly. So I needed 50 followers, and I only needed to live stream 8 days. Or no, I needed to live stream 8 hours out of the month, which I think is crazy. 8 hours out of the month and 7 days out of the month. And I need to have an average of 3 viewers per stream. Or not per stream, but in general. I need to have an average of 3 viewers in general, like for that month. Anywhere in Florida is warm for me. Oh, where are you usually? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. I mean, anywhere in Florida during the summer is super hot. But because I'm up here and it's still like winter, it's pretty chilly. I'm not forgetting Cradebird, don't worry. Michigan? Oh, well, that makes sense. Let's do another chest spin. As much as I think Chespin and Froakie are really cool, I'm really hoping I get the shiny Fennekin, just because it'll help me a lot with the first gym. I have drawings to do, so I'm gonna head out. Have fun with your stream. Thanks so much for stopping by. And have fun with your drawings. Jesus, I would not have the patience for this. I mean, I've got nothing but time. Except that's a lie, but this is something that I've wanted to do for so long. I've seen so many, like, streamers and YouTubers that I enjoy do this, so. Riverdor. Whew. Crypt Gaming 166, pretty good Pokemon channel. I'm actually not watching them too much anymore. There were like a bunch of Pokemon channels that I was watching, and then I got to the point where like watching them kind of upset me because I was like, okay, I'm watching them do the stuff, exactly the stuff that I want to do, and I'm trying so hard to do those things, and I'm just not able to. But I mean, I'll probably look into it. Come on, just sparkle for me, please. I mean, they don't sparkle when you look at them in the thing, so I guess it's never gonna do that no matter what. I don't really watch that much Pokemon. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, though, so now I just see the occasional video that's interesting or Nuzlocke video. I heard the Matt Star 007 is a good Pokemon channel. Oh, really? Where'd you hear that from? Yeah, like, Pokemon itself, I stopped watching, like, the series a long, long time ago. Basically, like, at 5th gen, which was, like, 2010 or 11. So, yeah, but I still love the games to death. I always get all the new games, and I have so much fun with them. Like, as much garbage as people give certain games, because, I mean, you know, they have legitimate flaws, or this or that, or they're too easy, or whatever the case may be, I still enjoy them so much. I love seeing, like, the animation getting better, I love seeing the new Pokemon designs, I just love all of it. Oh, bro, I watched Pokemon Diamond and Pearl for nostalgia, and I freaking see Ash wrestle a bear. Yes, yes, I remember that. I Ash has to be like a superhuman, right? He has to be like immortal because he's able to, you know, die several times and then just come back because like the power of love or something. I mean, I guess it's the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh always wins because friendship. It's really amazing how everyone loves the series, right? I mean, you know, Pokemon is the best community. I think so. Because uh any criticisms that people have, they don't like completely tear everything up as a result of it. You know, even though like for example, a lot of people gave a lot of crap to Sword and Shield because of, you know, several different reasons. Your Pokemon didn't follow you, but then when they did follow you, it was kind of a janky mechanic. Not the most thought out one, but still, everybody enjoyed. Everybody enjoyed seeing their Pokemon come out of their Pokeballs. Personally, I enjoyed going to the Iron. I can't remember what the name of the thing was, but the island where you get Kung Fu. I enjoyed going to the beach and seeing the massive Wailord that was there. That's what I liked. I mean, if anything, people crap at Pokemon games because they want it to be better. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's impossible to please everybody. And something that Pokemon, or I guess Game Freak does as a whole, is think about how most people who play the Pokemon games, you know, they want it to be easy, otherwise they won't enjoy it. If you could choose one Pokemon to bring to life, what would you choose? You would choose Dialga? Yeah, but understand that if you chose Dialga, you're basically getting like a spawn of a god, which is going to immediately leave, live in space, and then control space. Or I mean time, it controls time. Yeah, it's one of the cruel realities. It doesn't matter what you do, someone will not like it. Yeah, and I mean, as cruel as that could be, at the same time, it's what allows one to grow like confident or secure in whatever it is that they're putting out there, whether it be products, content, or whatever it may be. But to answer your question, Pokemon that I would want to be brought to life, probably Cyndaquil, because unlike other fire types, it's not constantly on fire. Mr. Mime so you could do my chores. Oh yes, Mr. Mime's amazing. The most polite creature. That one episode. Oh no. I did it wrong. Okay, I have to restart. I pressed Control C instead of Control V. We're good though. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'd probably bring Cyndaquil to life because it's so cute and so small, and it could eventually evolve into something gigantic and beautiful, which again is not always on fire. You know. I could take Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion places with me. You could never take a Dialga anywhere with you. You can't even have it in your backyard. That thing would not fit. My nose is running. I need to wipe my nose. No! This is horrible. Stupid cold. Oh, my hair. It's messy and annoying. Hair, please. Behave. Sorry for all the noise in my background. It's just my gigantic Dialga. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you one type I wouldn't bring to life. Yeah, go ahead. Bug Pokemon? What? You wouldn't love your... What is this hair? Okay, let's flip it back the other way then. It obviously look better that way. You hate bugs? I mean, a lot of people can agree with that. Personally, I love bugs. I think they're really cool. My dad is a pet tarantula. And personally, I would love for that thing to evolve to become a Galvantula or something. Just something gigantic. Tarantula, absolutely. It's really sweet. She's adorable. She's pretty big. And she's super cute. She likes watching TV. She's the sweetest. Oh, my phone went off. That's not good. Having a Dialga lets me control time, right? No. It does not. Dialga follows what God says, and if Arceus isn't there, then it'll follow whatever version of God is in this world. And if not, then it'll do whatever it wanted and be lost and confused. You want Dialga to send you to the past, my guy. Exactly. Honestly, I like a Pikachu. Well, that's very sweet. Pikachu's adorable. And, as we've seen, you can hug a Pikachu without it, like, destroying you. You'll take a Dragonite. That's cool. You can fly around on him. Or a Snorlax. Snorlax is huge, though. It's gigantic. It would be really nice, though. You'd have a snuggle buddy. You could take naps together. Yeah, but you could sleep on his tummy. Exactly, you could take naps together. Just good luck, you know, feeding it. Good luck having it move ever. So as much as I hate the idea of like having to compromise on Pokemon, Snorlax would do nothing but sleep and eat, exactly. You have to realize, for example, sizes. Is it gonna fit in your house? Are you gonna be able to have it with you, like in your room, if that's what you want? Or is it just gonna have to be outside all the time? That's sad. Wrong way. Okay, so my camera's reverse of what I see. So I'm still not used to that. I have nothing but time. I have all the patience. Also because I'm talking to chat. If I wasn't talking to chat, well, that's not true. I always have this kind of patience, but it's a lot more fun when I'm talking to chat. My favorite Pokemon? Alakazam could do my homework. Yes. My favorite Pokemon, I'd have to probably say Cyndaquil. You know, the Cyndaquil line and then the Riolu Lucario line. Those are my favorites for sure. I also really, really like Umbreon, so those are like my top 3. How about a Gengar? In terms of what? Like having a Gengar? It'll kill people. So if you want a Pokemon capable of taking out someone you want. Because I want to make so many discoveries in science for us, it'd be stupid. Did I hear someone thinking? I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe. Because perhaps Alakazam, as smart as, you know, and psychic as it is, maybe it wouldn't have any interest in stuff like that. Laconter is my favorite, but no. Yeah, exactly. Like, having those Pokemon, they're gonna kill people. In order to eat, Gengar licks a living creature and then waits until it dies. Your favorite Pokemon is Luxray? Oh, Luxray is way up there. Luxray is amazing. It should be a dark type, but it's not. It should totally be a dark type, though. I mean, look at it. How about Umbreon? I love Umbreon. My favorite of the evolutions, for sure. Alexander could be better than Elon Musk. I mean, could it, though? Because would an Alakazam understand exactly what people want in terms of, like, technological advancements? Does it have the ability? Absolutely. But would it want that? You would like an Axew? Axew is adorable. This is some deep stuff. Yeah! I mean, when you think about bringing Pokemon to the real world, that's... You want Spinda? Why? I need to ask. Spinda-Pug. Give me a shiny. I must have done more than 100 encounters by now. I know that's not how statistics works, but you know. So many options of Spinda. That's true. That's true. You get to have like your very unique Spinda that even if someone else had a Spinda, they would not have your Spinda. That's true. But isn't it restricted to just spots? I thought it would be restricted to just spots. Spin is such a cool... I'd run away if I saw an Onyx. I think everybody would run away if they saw an Onyx. It's huge! And also made of rocks. I'd fight it. Okay. Good luck fight. I mean, all you need is like a watering can, no? And then it like explodes. A lot of Pokemon are scary. Yeah, 100%. Basically, all the ghost types are terrifying. Some fairy types are really scary. Beware, very, very scary. It'll kill you if it hugs you. Chatot? Chatot's adorable. Imagine hearing the roar of a dragon Pokemon while you're alone in the cave. Yeah, you die. You get a heart attack and die before it even gets to you. And if you've seen the anime, it shows that Pokemon are aggressive, you know? They're territorial. They're not just gonna be okay with you just being there. What if it's Goomy? Goomy can't roar. It goes Goomy. You just die. You just say, yeah, it was a nice life. Yeah, you just keel over and you fall and die. Goomy can roar. Can he actually, though? You want Mew? That's beautiful. Who doesn't want Mew? Mew is also very high up there and like my favorite Pokemon. It's just so cute. And it's such a pure Pokemon too. Imagine a Tyranitar passing by your house. Yeah, exactly. The government would be on your tail 24/7. Yeah, that too. Although Mew can disappear, so you could potentially hide your Mew for like ever. But Mew is such an adorable little baby that it's too, you know, it's too curious. It would eventually, like every movie ever, you would eventually get caught for having something like that. Love Shiny Mew? Yeah, I think Mew and Shiny Mew look like cotton candy, so. Love Shiny Spinda? That's cool. But then again, if we brought any Pokemon, everyone would be like, what? Yeah, that's true. I feel like no matter what Pokemon you bring to life, even if it was a Pokemon that looked like a normal creature, but no Pokemon looks enough like a normal animal. And even if it did, the sizes are different and all that stuff, so... Pidgey? Yeah, Pidgey looks like a bird, but if you actually bring a Pidgey to real life, you'll really quickly notice that it doesn't look like any other bird. It doesn't have little round beady eyes. It's got like diamond-shaped eyes. Or triangle-shaped, I can't remember. And you'd also notice that it's quite big compared to other birds. Slackoth? Have you ever seen a sloth? Slackoth doesn't really look like a sloth. His face is completely different. Slackoth is pretty similar. But again, doesn't look enough like a sloth. But maybe you could shield him enough just because enough people don't know what sloths look like. Mr. Mime doesn't look like a person, therefore he can't work. OMG, we also have to put in mind they're gonna look realistic. Oh god. Yeah, exactly. You have to consider that too. They're not gonna look like what they look like in the anime because we don't look like what people look like in the anime. Although I like realistic Snorlax. I thought it looked super cool. I want a Mime Jr., but that requires mating a Mr. Mime. Or you could just ask for a Mime Jr. If you could bring any Pokemon to life, you could probably just say Mime Jr. No way Gyarados should be a thing. Yeah, exactly. That's cheating? Why would it be cheating? If you could make any Pokemon come to life, just make any Pokemon come to life. If it's cheating to get a Mime Jr., then why is it not cheating to get Mew? You know. Technically, to get any Pokemon, you'd have to have Arceus. I have to create a mate wisdom. And you'll get a Mime Jr. Can you sparkle? I think it said yes. It's gonna sparkle now. Also, it take into consideration that if we take a big Pokemon or something like Gyarados, it'd be ruining the ecosystem. Yeah, exactly. If you get a Pokemon like Gyarados, first of all, he'd have to be in like the ocean or some really, really huge lake where equally large animals exist. Otherwise, he'd just completely obliterate everything. A realistic Slugma burns the ground everywhere it goes. That's what I think about. Why do they make Pokedex entries like that? Why do they make Pokedex entries? Yeah, exactly. A realistic Slugma would burn everything, you know? Why do they make Pokedex entries that are like, oh, its body is, its surface body temperature is this. It's like 5,000 degrees. I'm like, why? Why did you have to make it that way? I get it. If it's made of magma, that's probably the case. But, you know, now you've made it impossible for anyone to touch it. Really thinking about the realistic outcomes. I mean, that's what's going to happen if you put it in real life. I think what everybody's missing out on is the fact that we should be wishing to be in the Pokemon world rather than Pokemon coming to real life. Because if we go into the Pokemon world, then we're basically immortal. You've seen Ash. We're all basically immortal if we go to the Pokemon world. Yeah, I'm just taking millions of volts of energy like it's nothing. Yeah, exactly. A realistic Beedrill? Oh, beautiful. Beedrill is gorgeous. Although, yeah, absolutely terrifying. You just become darker and have puffy hair for like 3 seconds. Yeah. Exactly, you know, no big deal. And you'll have little like pieces of dirt on you or like little dust. Your clothes will be perfectly okay though. So that's my biggest worry, is having to constantly get new clothes. Because as you guys have probably seen in the games, Pokemon clothes in the Pokemon world is not cheap at all. Because it's basically meant to exist forever. Oh, that was plus special attack minus attack. That would have been such a good one. I'm about to head out. Nice talking to you. You should live stream more often. Thanks. I want to live stream more often. That's what the whole point of this is. I finally got a setup good at... Well, if you guys saw my setup, you'd probably laugh. I'm using like 4 boxes to hold up my camera, which is my phone. But this is the setup that I'm sticking to for now until I'm able to hook up my actual camera. Unfortunately, I need an adapter that's like apparently super expensive. Damn. Yeah, exactly. It's just... But I mean, it's okay. It's fine, because I'm able to work it out. I had to like download apps and stuff in order to make my phone the camera for my computer. Because this computer is a monitor, and the monitor does not have a camera on it. So, I'm making it work with what I have. I mean, I had to do the same thing so I can understand. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody goes through this eventually. If you don't immediately have all the parts you need for everything. For example, I have the camera. I now have a microphone, which is great. But now I just have better equipment. I have a camera. But I realized that I'm not going to be able to just connect it like I thought I would. Because the ports are different. I need to get an adapter. And the adapter is incredibly expensive. And I'm trying to see if there's maybe a cheaper way of hooking up my already expensive camera. Oh, you know what I should have done, but I have no idea how to do that. Yeah, I'm sure some of you guys have seen Pokemon streamers or like YouTubers before when they shiny hunt, and they have their little counter to see how many attempts it takes. Cold Gamer has followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I wish I had a little counter just to see how many encounters this is taking. I mean, I feel like I'd mess it up at some point and just, you know. If I get the chest spin, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright, see, I have a good one. You too. It's been great to see you coming by the stream. Hopefully I get it soon. I really want to progress in the game, you know, at the very least defeat the first gym. I think that's probably what I'll do is like, unless this takes an obscene amount of time, that'll be the goal for today. Is to defeat the first gym. And hopefully not die and have to start over. Was gone for a minute, had to eat some breakfast. Understandable. Well, what'd you eat for breakfast? I had a sandwich. I had a big dinner last night, so small breakfast today. First breakfast anyway. I'll have my second breakfast after, or I guess first lunch. Another plus special attack minus attack. Banana pancakes? Ooh, that sounds delicious. Did you make them or did you like get them from somewhere or like what was the deal with those? Come on, be beautiful and shiny, please. I really want to progress. There are several different encounters that we can get before the first gym. Like, I think by the time we get to the first gym, assuming we catch every shiny that we find, I think we'll have maybe a full team, or at least 4 Pokemon by the end. My mother is staying over for a little bit. She was nice enough to make them, not used to it anymore. Oh, well, that's very nice of her. Yeah, I'm in college, so by myself. So parents non-existent. Although I was staying with my parents until like this month because last semester all my classes were online, so there was no point in paying for a dorm. And my mom would like usually cook. Sometimes she wouldn't, and my sisters tend to want different foods, so usually she'd cook or we'd like just order something or, you know, we'd go out to eat together. Stuff like that. Ooh, something that always bothered me about Nuzlocke was the fact that from early game, like before the first gym, you find many Pokemon, and therefore you have a pretty full team. And as a result, it takes so much grinding to get them all up to speed for the first gym. Afterwards, if you have a full team, you have a full team. Then you could just keep everybody level with each other. But the grinding before the first gym, insane. Because I think the highest level in the first gym is 14. I think. But they're really strong bug types. They're super strong bug types. So something that people do is they either buff up one Pokemon that can take on the whole gym, which I could technically do with Fennekin, or they get the whole team up to speed. But to me, that's just, oh, that's so much. Also, it would be really unlucky for me to get only bug types, because then I'm screwed. Because a lot of the bug types the gym leader has, or at least one of them, is also a flying type, which most definitely has flying type moves. How many resets are currently at? I don't know, I wasn't counting. I wish I had a counter. If I had a counter, I'd have it on screen. But definitely over 100. I think. I'm pretty sure. I've almost been doing this for an hour, so definitely over 100. I thought there was one, my bad. Oh god. I panicked for a little second. I was like, wait, what if I'm actually not running Pokemon HarmonY? It's like, no, it literally says it on the screen. Ugh, I'm at the point where I have like that anxiety in my head of like, something's up, something's not right, there's a reason. You must be playing the wrong game. And I'm like, no, I'm not playing the wrong game. I can see it. I can see the title of the game. I wasn't paying attention at the beginning, so this is the more difficult version, Gen 6. Yes, it's more difficult, higher shiny rate. You can get all kinds of Pokemon from very early on in the game. Gym leaders have, I think every gym leader has 6 Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the first one has like 4, when they would normally have 2. But, yeah, more difficult. Pokemon that you fight have optimized movesets when your Pokemon don't have optimized movesets. So, yeah. Right. Shiny rate is 1 in 100, but they're also custom shinies. I believe every shiny Pokemon in this game is a custom shiny, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm nervous. Really hope I didn't mess up anything. There's no way I did. I set up everything perfectly. I tested this beforehand to make sure that it was the right game and stuff. And like, it was actually HarmonY and not just Pokemon Y. And again, there's a title. Why must I be unsure of myself? Gengar. I wonder what Gengar shiny would look, what it looks like in this game. I've never watched one of these types of runs. Can't wait until we get that first shiny. Oh, me too. I can't wait. I really want to progress. I normally stream for only 2 hours, but that's when I'm playing like, you know, normal Nuzlocks where I don't have to find shinies or anything. I swear I've seen this game scene before. Man, I wonder. It's probably white. Right, but it's shiny, oh, maybe. But maybe it's like blue or something. I hope it's not orange, that'd be ugly. Or maybe it'd look cool. I don't know. Like its Mega Evolution? Yeah, but then what would its Mega Evolution look like? Because that's different too. I'm confused as to what's happening. I don't know what you mean. Come on, just give me a shiny. I just keep seeing the game. I'm getting shiny starter. I'm not stopping until I get a shiny starter. Yeah, I understand Pokemon. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we're just resetting the game. Um, I get a starter, I check. Oh, not shiny? Okay, I reset. And then I'm gonna keep doing that until the Pokemon I get a shiny. Why can't these games be as cool as, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver where you could see the shiny before you pick the Pokemon, you know? Like, this game literally shows you the Pokemon you're gonna get before you get it. Why can't it just show you if it's shiny or not? That'd be so much more convenient. You type so slowly. I'm expecting a Diamond Pro remake when it comes out. Well, if you're expecting it when it comes out. Oh, remake stream when it comes out. Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to do it when it comes out because I don't have capture cards. I currently don't have any way of, like, getting my Switch to be on my computer. I'm playing this on an emulator. So, you know. Oh, geez. Many Pokemon emotes. Move the face camera to the front of the Switch. That'd be horrible. That would look so bad. Oh, come on. How long is this gonna take? I really hope this isn't like my other time that took literally 7 hours. I really hope that doesn't happen. This is the shiny, guys, right here. This is a shiny. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Next one. Why is my hair doing this weird thing where it poops out? I don't appreciate that too much. Hopefully not 7 hours. I'm just playing my Pokemon Red Nuzlocke while you get the shiny. I mean, honestly, that's what I do too when I would watch other people look for shinies or just do Nuzlockes and stuff. I just have my own game open and play at the same time. So I'll be lurking. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna test something. Just to cure my own anxiety. Oh, never mind. I just reset the game. Okay, but I'm gonna test something this time. Because I tested this before the stream, but I have this feeling that, like, right as I started the stream, the game changed. It's just a very irrational feeling of mine. But I'm gonna test. Okay, so not shiny, but I'm gonna continue on in the game real quick. Okay. I have to go see my mom. I'm just gonna progress in the game just to see what encounters I get on the first route. Because by the encounters I get on the first route, I'll know exactly what's going on. I'll know. It'll just be enough for me to be sure that, you know, this is actually the right game. No issues whatsoever. Okay, it's a Bidoof. Confirmed, it's still okay. The first encounter there's usually a Pidgey, and in normal Pokemon X and Y, you can't find Bidoof. Like, not on that route anyway. The first encounter is supposed to be a Pidgey. But in this game, it's Bidoof no matter what. So, we're good. Maybe the Chespin will be shiny this time, or maybe the Froakie will be next time. But hopefully the Fennekin. Fennekin or Froakie, honestly. Fennekin will be more beneficial for the Bug-type gym, but, you know. Froakie's not bad either. Nope. More Chespins. I mean, more Fennekins. Fennekin. Is that an orange hair or orange hair? It's hair. He just has this really large, very round hair. Is it for to drop a follow? No, 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 it's okay. Thanks for that, Rivers, though. But I mean, yeah, if you guys are enjoying it, as simple and not no progress the stream has been, I'm still having a lot of fun with it, so that's a good thing. Okay, this is bothering me. I need to fix this right now. Okay, I fixed it. It's one button you need to push what you're waiting for. It's not that. I was fixing something. Oh, my bad then. I had to fix the size of the top screen, so the one where all the dialogue and everything is happening. It was slightly shifted to the left and also slightly too small, so I had to fix that very desperately. Oh, come on. It's 1 in 100 chance. Why is this taking so long? How's it going? Still haven't found a starter. How's your drawings? Still haven't gotten it, but maybe with your luck, door handle, we can get it. We can get it. This next one, it's for you, door handle. It's definitely a shiny now. Nope, guess not. But it had good nature though. They're going well. They're going well. Just gotta line my stuff at this point. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, my hand. I'm not used to mashing a single button for this long. There's a streamer that I watched who consistently played video game, like his huge thing is Super Mario Odyssey. It's usually what he's known for. And he used to stream 8 hours every single day. We actually found someone deserving of this raid. Incredible. Thank you. And he would play for 8 hours every single day. And it got to the point where his hands were hurting, like consistently hurting whenever he just held the controller. And he eventually went to the doctor because it got so bad that he couldn't play games. And the doctor was like, oh, you have like an extended sprain on both of your wrists that has been like building up for the past 6 months. You cannot play any games that are like, you know, extensive use of your hands. Do not do that. So he couldn't play for like a super long time. He still streamed other games like more idle games or games that were just keyboard and mouse. Those were okay as long as they weren't very intensive. So he streamed like Factorio for a while. So yeah, I thought about that and I'm like, Jesus, imagine, you know, playing for so long that you're damaging your hands bad enough that eventually they just give out on you. I can't imagine that. I've never had like a large injury like that before, so I, you know, wouldn't know what it's like. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It keeps having such good natures. I hope he was getting paid well for that. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember how many subscribers and followers on Twitch he had at the time, but I can't remember. But I think he was doing pretty well, you know. He was playing for himself. He didn't realize that he was damaging his hands so much, and he didn't realize that he'd have to, like, you know, hold himself back so much, so. Now his streams are about, like, 5 to 6 hours every day of the week, I think. Occasionally he does certain events where he streams for a lot longer, but his hands are not, you know. He's taken it much easier than before, which is great. Because even though, like, live streaming like this is a lot of people's jobs, it's, you know, you definitely don't want to damage your main tools for work. I feel when I stream 2 hours becomes much. Yeah, exactly. I usually never stream more than 2 hours. One time I streamed for like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that to me was like, oh my god, I'm dying. I can't imagine doing that long. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's something you get used to, of course. You definitely don't start with 8 hour live streams every single day. You know, you probably start with 2 and then you're like, oh, let's do 3 because 2 isn't, you know, something that I've noticed with some of my live streams is like, oh, well, I hit the 2 hour mark and then I feel kind of pressured to end it. It's also, I had that limit because I was at home with my parents and my siblings, and you know, I can't really just be in my room without talking to anybody for much longer than 2 hours before, like, my mom calls me so that I could help her make food, or like my stepdad calls me so we could, like, you know, go out and eat together, something like that. Oh yeah, door handle. Why don't you stream art? You don't have a tablet? We don't need a tablet. You could literally, like, something that I've thought about because I also do art. I like painting. I'm like, what if I have like my canvas up behind me and then I'm just right next to it painting and stuff, you know? You could do that. You don't have to have a tablet. I mean, if you want to. If you don't think that you'd be comfortable with that stuff, then, you know, that's a different story. Nah, faceless makes it more fun. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, then you could do something else where, like, you could, if you draw on, like, a desk, you just have a camera above it. You could literally just hook something up in order to have it, like, hanging above, or have a few boxes and then put it in between. I'm used to not having equipment, so I know how to make boxes do exactly what I want them to. I suppose I'd have to get a camera then, though. My phone's camera is done for and my laptop is not too far behind. Oh, well then, you know, that's a different story then. If it would take a bit to do, then it'll take a bit to do. That's how I felt about this. I always thought, oh, well, my laptop's camera is garbage and my laptop literally can't. For example, this game, my laptop cannot run the Citra emulator and any of the games within it for more than 10 minutes before overheating or the game crashes or the game freezes and I have to restart. You know, so I finally have a computer and I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to be doing what I've been wanting to do for a long time. I feel too invested in this shiny Pokemon now to lurk. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'll definitely like scream the moment it's there. I will in the future, I suppose. I was against the idea, but I'm starting to take interest in it. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're interested in that kind of idea, you know, being able to... Because I've seen a lot of artists do stuff, like on paper, whereas other people, you know, they just do capture card on their tablet and they're able to do it that way. And it's just whatever you prefer. Personally, I don't have a drawing tablet either, and as much as I do enjoy like making digital art, you know, my laptop is touchscreen, but there's no pressure sensitivity, so my lines come out weird, and I'm just not used to it. And I prefer, you know, doing physical drawings, physical paintings, and such. Oh, come on! Give me the shiny. This is her way of getting us to watch plot twist. There's no shiny Pokemons. Oh god, no. This is such a waste of time for me then. I will never ever progress in the game and my right hand will kill itself. But yes, plot twist. There are no shinies whatsoever. But I mean, this is my first time doing a Shinylocke, so, you know. I usually do normal Nuzlockes. That's fair. I was a heavy traditional for a while, but I started drawing digital on my phone. I mean, digital on your phone is cool. Personally, I enjoy it, but you know, I'm used to bigger canvases, larger sheets of paper to draw on. Many hand cramps. Oh yeah, my right wrist is like, ugh. It is tense and uncomfortable, but I know that once I get the shiny, it'll feel better. Because then I'll just have to run, and that's all my left hand. Run to find, other shinies. Come on! It's supposed to be 1 in 100. You know you can stream your phone screen, right? Oh yeah, you could do that. You could literally download whatever streaming platform you use on like a computer, you could do it on your phone and stream it from there. And you could choose whether or not there's audio and all that fun stuff. Ow! Jesus. Rest my hand for a little bit. Waving my hand around. There's a reason people normally do this on a keyboard, but my keyboard would be too loud and it'd mess up all the audio. So I will suffer. I'll suffer for you guys. I'll do it. I'm tempted to just be like, let's skip the starter and just go straight into the first thing. I low-key enjoy loud keyboards. I mean, I think everyone does to an extent, but eventually it would just be too much. I could technically stream Pokemon Go from my phone or just start out with the real life stream. I mean, you could. I'll start looking into streaming once I get a feel for year 10. That's how I felt about college. I was like, I'll wait until I'm in college to start streaming. And I was like, why the heck would I do that? But I waited anyway. I mean, I started streaming on my laptop. I started streaming long before I had this computer. It took me 4 years of like asking, telling my parents, hey, I would really love to have this computer. And they were like, excuse me, a computer just for video games and doing stupid stuff like that? How about we don't? You should focus on academics. And I'm like, I start streaming Pokemon Go so I feel like I'm being active. Yes. You should have streamed Pokemon Go yesterday when it was Machop Community Day. I got 5 shiny Machop yesterday. None of them were any good, but they're shiny Machop at the very least. Itchy nose. You can't just get 55 followers and not stream, Kraid. Yes, Kraid, you better stream. Come on. I would like you to catch a Gengar. Yeah, good luck catching a Gengar. Let it end. Hopefully this is just my only super difficult shiny and all the other ones are really easy. Kraid is gonna be an affiliate before streaming. But you can't be affiliate without streaming. Life is getting in the way right now, unfortunately. Understandable. You can't be an affiliate before streaming. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You have to have a minimum of 3 average viewers per month. And you also need to have streamed for 7 days out of a month and also for 8 hours total out of a month. Verified stream before a single stream. Incredible. When are you getting affiliate? Me? I don't know. It's an incredible joke. It's amazing. I don't know when I'm getting affiliate though, because I don't have 50 followers. And I also usually have like 1 viewer average per stream. So it'll probably be a while. Now that our community found you, you'll have viewers. That'd be nice. That's very sweet. Thank you. I really had no idea this was going to happen so fast for me. We got Kraid up and he hasn't even streamed. Amazing. Yes, we all support each other. Best group on Twitch. I mean, if it's all about support, then absolutely. I have to watch through 3.5 hour stream again. The life of a fan artist. Oof. Come as followed. Thanks so much for the follow. Really just waiting for this to happen. I'm gonna lurk a little. Sounds good. It'll happen soon, I can feel it. I hope so. Can it please? I really want to progress. I don't want this to just be a waste of time for everybody. It'll definitely happen though. It'll happen real soon. Like in the next 5 resets it'll happen. For sure. That's one. I believe. Thank you. Please believe. I need your belief and all your luck. Two. Not a waste of time. We all love chatting. I mean, thanks. And that's good. But at the same time, you know, there's a reason I'm doing this. We all believe. Yes. We believe. Believe. 3. If we have Twitch, I don't think you can waste our time any more than we already do. I mean, however you decide to spend your time is your business, and that's not, you know, if you enjoy it, it's not a waste of time. Simple as that. 4. It's gonna happen on this one, guys. It's this one. It's so true. It's okay. It'll happen anyway. Oh, I'm getting text messages. That's not good. Don't text me. You're gonna make my camera wiggle and potentially fall down. Ah, come on! Just give me the shiny. I've already confirmed in many different ways that this is the right ROM hack, that I'm doing everything properly. I mean, there's nothing else to do other than to just play the game. I was so tired when this started, now I'm so invested. Amazing. I can't stop until I get it. I haven't been to bed yet. You should go to bed, probably. I mean, I don't know what time it is where you are, but... Personally, once I'm sleepy, I have to sleep. I can't function properly anymore. Early as heck, right? Oh, come on! Eastern? Well then, it's just early. Have you not been to bed yet? You were up all night? You should sleep. I mean, I don't know if sleeping at 11:20 a.m. is gonna do you any good, but... I'm getting hungry. I want food. But I'm on Australia time, basically. Oh, I see, I see. It's 3:20 a.m. for us, so no excuses. Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing? Because of these awesome people in chat. Come on, game, for all these amazing people in chat. Please, give me a shiny, so we can all progress. So we can move on from this part of our lives, and then just wait until we get to Lumio City, and then we get the Kanto starter, and that's gonna take forever. All the best ideas come at 2 a.m. I wouldn't know. I'm always in bed by like 10. My friends would probably agree though, because they have like, we have a group chat together, and they're all awake at 2 in the morning. And they're all just chatting with each other. I'm here like, I'm sleeping. If it's daytime, all my drawings just don't happen. I mean, I can understand that in terms of like ideas for drawings, but I can't draw at night. I'm like gonna be passing out on my pencil, probably stab myself in the eye on accident. Make the pencil disappear, you know? But then again, I'm someone who wakes up at 6 in the morning every day as a standard. So I guess it evens out. I stay up till 10 a.m. each day, so Jesus Christ. No thank you. I'd rather sleep. Not that I enjoy sleeping, not that I like it, but I need it. 6 a.m. Damn, I wake up at like 3 p.m. Yeah, but what time do you go to sleep? You know? To me, it's like, as long as you're getting your 12 hours, your 12 hours, your 8 hours, as long as you're getting around that, you're fine. As you get older, you need less sleep in order to be considered fully energized, you know? I very much care about that. Sweats? Oh, good God. Yes, I do. You get 5 hours of sleep. That's not enough. Unless you're like 60 years old, 5 hours of sleep is not enough. I'm getting lightheaded. Ugh. I didn't blink for a bit. I forgot. You gotta get more than 5 hours of sleep on average. It's not good. Just in terms of like your body normally functioning. Door handle, you're young anymore. Oh, especially if you're young. If you're young, you absolutely need more rest. By the time you're like a teenager-ish, or like actually for a few years after you become technically a teenager, your biological clock is all messed up and, you know, you tend to stay up more and sleep less and stuff, but you have to like really fight that. It's so annoying. In your defense, you have ADHD. That's not a defense. Then you gotta be even stronger. Starting to freak out again. No, comedy that comes with something called delayed sleep phase syndrome. So, oh, well, I'm sure it makes it more difficult to sleep, 100%. But then you know, because that's how you are and that's what you have. There's got to be like other ways that you can, you know, compensate for it. You know. I wish I could fall asleep fast. Sometimes I can't. Usually I can fall asleep kind of fast, but that's because the moment I feel actually legitimately sleepy, I go to bed, so I fall asleep quickly. But other times, I'm like not really tired, but then I look and it's 11:30 and I'm like, man, I should really go to bed. And then I just can't. And then it's like 1 in the morning and I'm like, ugh. Are the shiny odds messed up or something? What's going on? I don't understand. Please. I have to be reading or doing something. I pass out. Yeah, that's what happens to me sometimes too. I just watch like a very relaxing video or, you know, listen to like certain types of music and then I eventually just get tired. Or I'll like call a friend of mine who's always awake super late at night because he's one of those people who's awake until like 4 in the morning. And I just talk to him and eventually I fall asleep. I usually get sleepy tired around 2 a.m., but I go later any other time. It's just tired, you know? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because, you know, you could be tired, like, exhausted or mentally tired or whatever, but your body doesn't let you sleep. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do then? I'm too tired to do anything, but apparently not sleepy enough to fall asleep. At that point, I'm like, buddy, just tell me what you want, and then I'll just do it, and... Ugh. Do I have any pets? I have many, many, many pets. Unfortunately, none in my dorm with me because I'm not... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Get out of here. None in my dorm because we're not allowed most pets. You know, most types of pets we're not allowed to have. But all the pets that I do have, my father is currently taking care of. I have chickens. I have a lot of quails. I have 2 snakes, a tarantula, 2 crested geckos, 1 leopard gecko. What else? Is that it? I think there's more. I can't remember. Quails? Yeah, they're really cute. They're adorable. They bounce around. They're so cute. They're kind of really derpy though because, you know, when you get quails here, it's not like a wild quail or anything like that. You buy eggs and we raise them, and of course, since they're like the children of farm quails, they're just really dumb and have no survival instinct. They're very derpy. They fall all the time. I'll open like their cage to give them food and water and stuff. And if I turn around and I don't close the door to the cage, they'll just fall out on their own. They'll just walk and then just walk out and fall. And I'm like, what are you doing? Can't you see that there's no floor? So yeah, I love them. I also have my chickens. All of my chickens are a different breed. And they make me really happy. I love chickens so much. Of course, I have favorites because you can't not have favorites. My favorite is this little black hen that I have. Her name is Quasi, and she's beautiful. She follows me around like a little puppy, and I've had her since 2017, I believe. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. You have a dog and a cat, and you have 3 cats. I mean, that's fine. The reason I don't have dogs or cats is because they're larger animals that require... usually, for the most part, require more maintenance, so I don't have them. My mom hates pets, so the only pets at her house... Also, we have birds. My sister has a little blue male parrotlet, and my dad has a cockatiel. It's my cockatiel, technically, but my dad's taking care of him, and he's grown very close to my dad, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't have dogs or cats because they're higher maintenance, and my mom doesn't like having pets. So my dad takes care of them, and since my dad works all day, you know, you can't just leave a dog at home all day, all the time. A cat you kind of can, but there's so many wild cats where my dad lives, and like they beat the crap out of each other, so, you know. I tried raising a kitten, and I tried raising a kitten that I found that it seemed like the mom had abandoned it. It also seemed like a runt because it had its eyes fully open, but its head was still way too big for its body, so it was too small still. Your nana has 30 plus birds. You wish you were kidding. What's wrong with having birds? Birds are cool. So yeah, so I tried raising that little kitten, and he was getting big and strong, and I had him for like a month and a half, and he was able to... I saw him learn to walk and eventually learn to like hop around and run. He was growing slowly but surely, and I was so happy. I love that as if it were like my little baby. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have a child, but you know what I mean. When you raise something yourself and it's just that pure emotion of like, oh my god, this, I'm raising this, it's beautiful, I love it, it's getting so big and I'm so proud. She's too old, I don't like birds, and we'll have to take them when she can't look after them. Give them to my dad. Assuming this happens in like a while. What kinds of birds are they? Also, how can you take, like, are they birds that are used to people or are they not used to people? You know what I mean? Like, can you handle them at all? Can you, like, where are they kept? That kind of stuff. Because my dad, he bought land up here near where my college is because it's more rural. Because he wants to have like a farm type place here and he wants to eventually live here and stuff, and he wants to have like a huge area for birds and just have them fly around everywhere. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I've had my cat since he was 7 weeks. Oh, that's lovely. That's so cool. Yeah, I wish the kitten that he eventually died because he had worms and he had like a few infections and stuff, and taking him to the vet was essentially like, oh, pay me $200 and I'll tell you that you need to buy this $3 dewormer. I bought him antibiotics, like, for little kittens because, you know, they don't typically get super intense prescribed stuff. I bought him antibiotics, I bought him a dewormer, but since he was still so small and light, he wasn't able to get a full dosage, and he just couldn't handle it, and he ended up dying, and I was crushed for, like, 3 months after that. She'll be 11 this summer. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Such an old kitty. See, I've the closest I have to that is like my python. I've had her for 8 years, so that's cool. She has a Cletus parrots, ringnecks, another parrot I forgot the name of, and cockatiels. Oh, that sounds awesome. I know that parrots live a really long time. Most pet birds live quite a while, especially like the bigger they are, the longer they live, which is very interesting to me. But that's really cool. I mean, hey, like, you know, if it ends up... Wait, I don't know where you live in terms of, you know, state. I forget. So, transport would be kind of difficult. But hey, I'm sure you'll be able to find homes for most of the birds, you know. It's just kind of scary because a lot of people want birds but don't understand the maintenance that's required to take care of a bird. But those are such really, really cool birds. OMG, my cat's running on with a random burst of energy out of nowhere. Oh, your cat definitely saw something. Yeah, she's one of those people. I understand that. It's just, you know, people, they need some kind of companionship, or like something happens, they're like, I'm gonna get birds. I'm gonna get birds, it'll be cool, I'll get birds. And then, you know, it becomes a lot. But yeah, my dad would absolutely love to have like a big space with birds, and he is very intent on being close to all of his animals, you know. Best part of my life was when my nan was a cat breeder. Oh, that's so cool. I want to have another cat. I wish I could have another cat, but unfortunately, dorm life, you're not allowed to have animals like that. You can't have dogs or cats unless they're emotional support animals. So unless I can register a tiny, tiny kitten as an emotional support animal. I gotta raise a few litters of kittens and puppies as well. That's so cute. I want to do that, you know? I want to have animals like that. That's what I love most, is being able to raise things since they're like little babies, you know? That's what I did with most of my chickens. I raised them all since they were little babies. Quasi I raised since she was an egg. Because she had a mom. Her mom died, unfortunately. But she had a mom, and her mom laid an egg, and I'm like, I'm incubating you right now. We usually just eat the eggs, but I'm like, I'm incubating you. So, puppies and kittens are the sweetest. Oh, absolutely. Definitely recommend ragdoll cats. They're very lovable and human-y. That's cute. That sounds awesome. Yeah, when I was taking care of the little kitten, like, he was the most playful little thing in the world. I'd love to have another kitten. I had so much fun raising him. And even though, like, you know, it's kind of like a baby where, you know, he would start crying in the middle of the night and I had to feed him, and I'm like, I didn't care. I did it, and I was tired, and I was like, oh my god, I want to sleep. But still, like, seeing him all happy next morning and all playful and wanting to, you know, drink milk and stuff, I was like, this is worth it. I need this. Needed to brush and groom them quite a bit, but the cutest little fluff ball is awesome. Hello? Hello, money for racing. Money pog. Left many on last night and went to bed low. He's a friend of ours? I see. I mean, I assumed that by the way you responded to him existing. I come back to my computer and you're here. Oh. Amazing. Well, welcome. Hello. You guys think I'm a good one to raid? I think that's funny. But thank you. We're still here. I mean, that's true. Most certain people we raid don't even notice it when it happens. How could I not notice it? It was immediately when I started, and like 70 people just appeared in my chat. I can't not notice that. Although, you know, some other people, there could be many reasons for it. Like, if I didn't have my laptop set up next to here. Oh, thanks for the follow money for racing. If I didn't have my laptop next to me, I wouldn't be able to see chat, so I literally wouldn't notice. I mean, I do have the notifications, but, you know, I wouldn't be as interactive. Why can't I give subs here? Because I'm not an affiliate, I think. Isn't that how that works? Don't I need to be an affiliate for you to give subs? I think. Yeah, I think you can only subscribe to affiliates, and unfortunately, I am not one of those yet. But, hopefully. Hopefully, eventually. I was part of a raid last night from a different channel, and the dude didn't even care. Oh, I mean, you know, I guess people care about different things. I can't say I judge anybody, but you know, for me, this is like absolutely insane and the best. I try my best though, because you know, if people are taking the time of, instead of just ending their stream, to just raid someone instead, that's, you know, that's being really nice. Yeah, I haven't hit affiliate yet. Okay, I am bothered by the fact that I still haven't found a shiny. I'm glad you appreciate us. I mean, of course, how could I not? What's the point of me being here and, you know, if I'm streaming, it's for an audience. I have to care about that audience if I'm streaming. Otherwise, I might as well be playing by myself, you know? Of course I care about chat. You're the reason this becomes, like, extra fun. I could play these games on my own, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. The reason streaming is fun is because of chat. The reason it's entertaining. The reason I could do it for much longer than I could normally just play a game. Because of chat. Alright, I'm doing the thing again. What is burn? Your dog has to potty? Ah, go! I like that my mom gave me a change of clothes that I will never ever use. What I'm gonna do now, just to, you know, see something. Still a Bidoof. That's always a Bunnelby no matter what. Look. I like how Shauna's really dumb here. It's like the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball. It's like, yeah. Zigzagoon. So the encounters are correct. These are the encounters for the first route. This is how this works. Ecnoid, the creator of this mod. Or of this ROM hack. So I'm doing this since encounters are quicker. Since encounters are quicker in the grass, I'm gonna be going in the grass just to see if, like, I can get a shiny here instead. But as you can see, the encounters are totally different than they normally would be. It includes also, I think, the normal encounters. You know. It includes the normal encounters. But yeah, there's also, like, all kinds of, basically all the other early Pokemon that you find in the other regions. Those are here too. A little bit of lag there, thanks, game. Lurking in the alleyway of a subway while they come out. Who knows? Happy lurks. Nice. Better than what I could come up with. Nice. I just want to see a shiny, please. I just want to see a shiny to make sure this game is not broken. And I won't have to re-download it. I'll start counting starting now. So here's 1. My days so messed up that it was Saturday morning. Nope, Sunday morning. I'm just gonna get to 100 encounters just to see if I find anything, and if not, I'm literally gonna like probably reset the ROM altogether. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're still on the starter section. But yeah, and then I mean, you guys tell me because I am very tempted so that we could actually progress. 57. Okay. I'm very tempted to actually progress in the game and, you know, make actually entertaining stuff and actually play the game rather than just resetting over and over again. So I'm tempted to do this. Fix the ROM if it's broken, you know, see whatever's wrong with it because, you know, encounters definitely seem to be off. Even for really bad luck, it's supposed to be 1 in 100. And we're at 61 now. And if I'm sure the ROM is legit, I mean, I don't know. It's supposed to be 1 in 100. It should not be taking this long to find any shinies. There could be something wrong with it because, you know, it's something that can happen. Something could, some aspects of the ROM could just mess up and default to the original things in the game. So we know that the encounters aren't messed up. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it either, but this just seems really, really bad. The encounters are fine, but there is a never mind, it's good. Never mind. Never mind, it's good. Alright, you know what that means, guys? We gotta reset! But we got it. We know it's fine. It's just really bad luck. Okay, but that was by 60... Oh, that was 1 off of 69. It was 68 encounters. Damn. Well, you guys saw it. It was not only was it a shiny Caterpie, but if you could tell, that is not what shiny Caterpie normally looks like. It is a custom shiny, which a very nice one too. I really like that one. Shiny Weedle, because I played this game before. I've never beaten it. I've never gotten very far. I just looked at the shinies, or I've gotten a couple of them just to see what they look like. Shiny Weedle is like bright green. It's just completely green. But okay, at least we have a shiny for the stream, guys. I know it's real, you know it's real, nothing's broken, everything's fine, I'm just paranoid and dumb. It'd be better blue anyway. Oh yeah, for sure, because shiny Caterpie is usually just yellow. I mean, the gold is really nice. I think it's adorable to see this tiny little caterpillar and it's golden. You want to see shiny Haunter? I don't know where Gengar is in this game. I'm sure there's going to be a cave with Gengar in it. Or Gengar, I mean Ghastly. I'm sure there's going to be a cave with Ghastly in it. So we could hope. And even if, maybe there's a cave with Haunter in it or something. I don't know. But regardless, even if we don't catch it, there's a chance that we see it just in encounters anyway, you know? Because the rate is so high. Not lurking anymore. Nice. That makes me feel better. That's like the highest confirmation. I always just get, you know, anxious. I always just feel like, okay, maybe the encounters are fine, but the odds are messed up. Or maybe, and since the odds are messed up, maybe the custom shinies are messed up, you know, stuff like that. But now we know. It's perfectly fine. Everything works. It's cool. Don't you two sleep? Apparently not, Money. Like, I just had a conversation. It seems that they don't sleep. Both of you are always on. Oh, no. Can I look up the shinies of this game, or is it random? It's not random. They're custom shinies. They're custom made. You can look them up if you want. Just don't show them to people. If people want to look them up, they can. I don't even know what they all look like. I've only seen the ones that I've encountered myself in the game. Although I'm not sure if all the shinies, for example, like if there's a document that shows what they all look like. I don't know. You can't sleep, I'm too invested. Well, now that we know it's working well, I'm also much more invested. I'm all jittery, but I'm hungry. I want food. I want a snack. I should eat something. I've been awake for almost 6 hours. I should eat food. I'm just too curious. I want to, but that's fine. Just like, you know, because I know that some people probably are like, you know, let's just see it whenever I encounter it or something. Go eat something? I mean, but then that's time away from me shiny hunting. I wish I didn't have to sleep. I'd have a lot more money. Yeah, I mean, if you could just do whatever you do, make sure you hydrate as well. Sleep is low on my priority list. Sleep is high on my priority list in terms of when I'm sleepy, I will sleep. Because that's my body telling me, please sleep, otherwise I will not function. Make sure I hydrate. Hydrated. And okay, I'll eat something. How much longer till affiliate? I don't know, like more than 10 followers. 3 hours of my sleep minimum, then I start to get messed up. I see. What should I eat? I'll eat one of these thingies. Don't look at my messy room. It's messy. Don't look at it. I don't think you can see much of the actual mess anyway. I'm eating this thing. A little balance breaks thing. It's got protein and nuts and stuff. 16 more. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. So we're at 34. Can't be worse than mine. So I'll eat with my left hand. I love almonds. We'll get you to 50 soon. Thanks. Making me hungry, but it's for you. Okay. If you have trouble sleeping, and that messes up your sleep schedule, that means that your hunger schedule, your eating cycle is also messed up. If you're hungry, eat something. You will never be able to sleep well ever if you don't eat. Also, I apologize for making you hungry. Come on, give me shiny. I can't sleep on an empty stomach. Nobody can, because your body will constantly remind you that, like, hey, you're really hungry. You should eat before you go to bed. You should never sleep on an empty stomach. Unless you're, like, fasting. That's a different thing. But generally, no. And neuroception is the reason you know you're hungry. My disorders mess that up. Oh, well, damn it. What the heck? Then, could it possibly help to just eat at certain times out of the day that you know you're usually awake? Like, what do you usually do? If it messes up when you know you're hungry, then when do you eat? You only eat twice a day because you just don't feel hungry? Oh. It sounds really, like, sucky, though. Like, I don't know. I know an aspect of hunger, or metabolism rate, I guess, is how often you eat. Not so much how much you eat, but how often you eat. You know? Like, because I wake up at 6 in the morning, and I go to bed at, like, 10:30 latest, right? Usually. I eat breakfast at 6:30 or 7. I eat one meal a day and a small bit of food. That's not good. Oh no. How do you manage with that? Like, I eat tiny meals. I'm very petite. Look at my wrist. Teeny tiny wrist. I can wrap all my hands around my wrist. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do that, but I'm very small, okay? I'm very tiny. I don't eat a lot. I really don't. My meals are very small. My portion sizes are tiny. However, I eat like 6 times a day. You know, like, how do you not? How do you not eat so much? How do you not eat several times a day? Oh my god. I don't understand. You munch all day too? It's just, you know, different people, you know? I eat small portions of meals, but as a result, I make sure that I'm eating other snacks throughout the day too, so that my metabolism is up, and I ironically don't gain weight. Depends on what food's in the house. Could be fruit, could be a snack, could be a sandwich, nuggets, who knows. The same here, honey. I need to slow down though. Oh. I mean, as long as you're eating door handle, like, I don't know. I want to learn more about that stuff though. I only eat a lot of growth spurts. Like fruits as a snack? Me too. Sometimes I eat them as part of my breakfast though. Like if I eat, for example, like eggs and bacon for breakfast, which I usually never do. Since that's pretty protein heavy and pretty savory, I eat like a banana with it. Don't mind me eating. I'm really hungry. Think of it like this: things like ADHD and autism cut off a certain part of your brain, so naturally to keep working your brain everywhere is like a cut off bit. Yeah, I understand that. I just don't, of course, like, depending on whatever it is that you have, I don't know the specifics of it. That's why I'm the way I am. So it cuts off the aspects of, like, your food cycle that tell you to eat. So, do you have any, like, workarounds for that, or do you just kind of deal with it? And dry fruit is great. So it literally messes with all of your biological cycles. Okay, that's amazing. And are there any, like, solutions to that? You know, like, any way you could, I don't know. Is there, like, a schedule you could set for yourself, or is there, like, I just let it happen, my mom usually reminds me to eat? Okay, but what about at some point if your mom's not there? I'd hope you won't starve. I like cheese. Cheese is good. I did it again. I remember to eat at least by dinner, so probably set reminders later in my life. Yeah, but as a result, you know, like, something that I think would be good to do, is do it from the get-go. That way, by the time you are living by yourself, if, like, that's something that ends up happening or whatever, you already have those reminders set. You already have that, like, you're already accustomed to that kind of stuff. Also, it sounds like your mom's really, really, really taking care of you. Which is good. Oh, that's right. I didn't even do the thing I was supposed to do. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't quite understand this stuff, but she tries, and I love her a lot. Oh, that's so nice. I mean, you know, people who even, like, can't understand it but still try their best. Those are the best kind of people, you know. Because I mean, not everybody is able to super accurately put themselves in each other's shoes or anything. You know, you can't expect it, but the effort that they put in, that's, you know, that's incredible. That sounds great. Yep, I don't expect anyone to understand neurotypical or neurodivergent because we're all different up top somehow. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, something that my my chemistry 2 professor said on, like, his second class. He brought up the Bible, and I'm like, that's funny because you don't believe in the Bible. You've told us this. You're also Chinese, and you said you don't believe in the Bible. Okay, cool. Um, And he brought it up, and he also brought up like the human genome, how everybody is 99, all humans are 99 point infinite 9% or like 6 9% equal to each other. Therefore, any failures that we make are because of our own choices. And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because yes, we're 99 point lots of 9% equal to each other in terms of genome. However, that little bit of us that isn't equal, that's what makes us all so different from each other. Like, that tiny percentage is enough to make all of us incredibly unique and diverse and different. Like, if that was the case, we would all look the same. You know? If it was the way my professor said, we'd all look the same and just have tiny differences in our lives. Like, yeah, 99%. I'm also, aren't we like 95% the same as a banana? We don't look like bananas, do we? We're not plants, are we? You know, and so I just thought that was a very dumb thing. That was his way of explaining, like, so if you fail my class, it's because you didn't try hard enough. And I'm like, but mental capacity is different for everybody. It doesn't matter if genomically we're pretty equal. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't determine what people's capacities are. And regardless of whether or not we all have the capability to do well in the class, um, then it comes down to our circumstances. Not all of us have the same families, the same living situations, the same, financial circumstance, We all have different reasons for being the way we are and acting the way we do and, as a result, taking actions the way we do. I used to hate my neurodivergent side, but I've learned to accept it because it makes me different. Yeah, it sucks sometimes, but it makes me who I am, Yeah, of course. You know, that's how you, it's something very important is learning to accept how you are, who you are, and learning to love that about you because you're the only person who's like that. You're, of course, not the only neurodivergent person in the world. There are many people who are like that too, but you put them all side by side, none of them will look alike, none of them will talk exactly the same, none of them will feel the same way about everything, because that's just not how it works. We wouldn't want you any other way, Dor. Yeah, absolutely. You being the way you are, is the reason you are where you're at right now. True neurodivergence is honestly so interesting, but it's such a foreign concept being neurotypical for me. Exactly. Like, I feel like at some points, if you were to like learn about all the tidbits of it and everything, I'm sure some things of it would seem boring to you, or you would just think like, really? The same way anyone else would think that way for a neurodivergent person, except not boring. They would just think, oh, weird. People are annoying. Well, first example would be your reaction to me saying I don't eat much. It surprises me that people can eat 3 times a day, but it surprises you that I only eat twice. Yeah, exactly. I mean, although I eat 6 times a day, so that's weird for anyone. Unless you're Dwayne Johnson, I guess. I think he eats 6 times a day. Or he used to when he like body built like crazy. I'm sure he still eats at least 5 times a day. and his meals are this big. That's the big difference. My meals are like this. Little tiny meals. That's not... Okay, camera. Little tiny meals. That's how big my meals are. His meals are like 10 times the size of my meals, and he does it 5 times a day. My meals are teeny tiny, but I eat 6 times a day. Yikes. What? So much food, a few small meals, I understand, but big meals. I mean, when you have that much muscle mass to maintain, you kind of get used to it, you know? Like, he is overtly muscular, and you need to feed all that muscle. I'm sure he naturally gets hungry. Was eating 5 times a day when I was working out. Yeah. When I used to do swimming, I used to do swimming in high school, and I loved it. I usually, I don't eat very much. But when I did swimming, I would eat a lot more. I'd be a lot hungrier. After every swim practice, I would come home and like immediately make myself food. Before I even took my swimsuit off and like went to shower because my hair was full of chlorine water or anything, I would immediately eat. I was just so hungry. And sometimes I would have like seconds. I'd eat a second plate of food. And that never happens to me. Unless we go to a buffet because I force myself. Otherwise, I feel bad. We're wasting money. But yeah, like that's... So if I were to work out, which I wish I could, but the gyms here, no one wears masks, so I'm not gonna do that. Even when I was swimming or when I was at my most athletic, I didn't eat much. So strange. Well, I mean, if you don't need it, you don't need it. You know? Depends on everything. You're so bad at swimming? I mean, that's fine. If you live inland, you never need to be good at swimming. But I was born on a tiny island. Therefore, if I don't swim, I could possibly die. Also, I love swimming. I love swimming in the ocean and being able to see all the beautiful things in the ocean. Swimming pools are fine too. I enjoy them. If you live in Australia, we need to be good swimmers. Then what are you doing? I mean, a lot of Australia is inland, so, I mean, If you live on the coast, then absolutely. Or near the coast, then yeah. So yeah, I was born on a small island, and then I'm in Florida, so yeah, I definitely need to swim. Even if I'm, like, in North Florida and towards, like, the middle, I'm farther inland than, like, Orlando that's, like, at the coast or anything like that, I still... There's a potential for flood. So if one day this whole area floods horribly, I'm not gonna drown. Those are, like, the kinds of skills that, like, you need to know it. You used to live in Florida? My spine's all wonky, so I swim sideways. Oh. Do you have scoliosis? I have scoliosis. A lot of people have scoliosis. It's very common. But yeah, I have scoliosis. Mine, thankfully, isn't as bad as it could be because I was able to mostly correct my posture for a long time. Your sister has it? It's super common. Scoliosis buddies? Absolutely. But yeah, of course, scoliosis for some people is way worse than for other people. I read this article about this one kid who ended up dying because of it. So he had, like, kind of moderate scoliosis as a kid, but it kept worsening. His spine just kept forcing itself to bend. Like, his spinal columns, instead of... Scoliosis is like this, right? You could have it sideways, where it's like that, or you could have it forward or backward, or you could have things just a little too separated and then they wiggle around a bit. That's like when you have loose discs. This kid, all of his individual spinal column just started bending forward. He got to the point where he was like constantly bent like this, and it was extremely painful for him, of course, because you're straining a bunch of muscles all the time. He went to the hospital and they could not figure out how to like prevent it from worsening. They could not figure out what was wrong with him. It was a type of like deteriorating, spinal scoliosis, but they could not figure out how to prevent it. The kid was in a wheelchair very quickly, and soon after that he just ended up dying because his spine bent so much that his lungs collapsed in on themselves because they got, like, crushed by his spine. So yeah, not a fun time. kind of bad for my mom, but mine's okay. It might get worse when I get older because I look like a cooked shrimp. Yikes. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately for a lot of people, especially people who, like, you know, not all families are very into the correct, like, posture, you know. They're just not in that habit of, like, constantly correcting the posture of their children. And even then, it's, you know, it's super hard to do. I still, like, mess up my posture sometimes. So, like, when I'm sitting in a chair, like, right now, I'm trying to, like, have my spine straight. Or curved because I'm female, I guess. It's just really hard, you know? Especially when you're a little kid walking around, you go to school with a backpack that's like the size of your body, and you're bound to bend in certain directions just to accommodate for the bag that you have on you. Another fun fact, neurodivergence throws off your natural center of balance, which is why most of us are all bendy and stuff. Oh. Huh. That's really interesting. Your center of mass is just screwed. Okay. It's also why we sit weird? Okay. Interesting stuff. I'm learning today. This is interesting. I did it again. I'm a little encyclopedia of neurodivergence. That's good though, you know? It's good that you're able to, like, spread that information to other people so that, you know, they can at least somewhat understand a little bit, even though usually that's not the case, unfortunately. True, true. You do a lot of digging once you find out why you've been so different all your life, so I know random bits and bobs. Yeah, it's just a natural thing. But it's cool, you know? It's cool that you know it. I always think it's nice when you could answer questions yourself, questions other people have, questions you have. That curiosity, I think, is really important. Can I get this shiny starter, please? I feel like at this point I've been streaming long enough that I'm gonna literally have to end the stream once I get the shiny starter. This is just taking far too long and I have a ton of work to do. Also, a few people have been calling me, so I need to call those people back. So I'm just really hoping I can get the starter. Please, just give me the starter. Oh, was that what the buzzes were? You could hear those? Oh, man. Yeah, that was my phone going off. I didn't know you could hear those. Oh, crap. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it makes sense because... my mic. There we go. I moved my mic a little bit. That should be better for whenever it vibrates again. Hopefully it doesn't, but you know. Yeah, my mic is sitting against the boxes that is holding up my phone, so it makes sense that when my phone vibrates, the mic is picking it up. It's alright, I thought it was an alarm or something. It's understandable you've been at it for a while. Yeah, I just... Like, before I had so much energy to just be like... And I still do. I know that once I find the shiny, I'll be like, oh my god, yes, let's keep going. But I need to stop. I'm approaching 3 hours. Oh, you heard the vibrations. That's great. Okay, then I'll be putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. Although I think my phone still goes off even when it's on Do Not Disturb. I don't know. But yeah, I'll do that and see if that betters anything at all. Want to know a pretty cool fact about Nerd? Yes, please tell me. I want to learn more. I'm very interested. You can hear electricity? Oh, God. So, does that mean that when anything is on, when anything is, you know, conducting electricity ever, does it sound like those, like, staticky box TVs? That all people, like, my age or older can kind of hear? I'm glad we could be there. We could be here for the being of this room with you. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to like maybe one person who's kind of lurking a little bit. That's usually the case. Not that I mind it. It's just, you know, this is much more fun. Thank you. I'm gonna get the shiny and then fail. Just wait. Yeah, sometimes things like lights, TVs, earphones we can hear when we focus. Wow. So is that super sensitive hearing, or is that like you're just tuned into those kinds of frequencies? What is on my hair? Get out of my face. My back is starting to hurt. My posture's not good. You'd say it's hearing? Okay. Personally, I wouldn't say hypersensitive hearing because I don't know what exactly that entails, but my hearing is extremely sensitive. So the human registry for hearing is between 2000 hertz and 20,000 hertz. Is it 2000 or 200? I can't remember, but maximum is 20,000 usually. I when I was younger was able to hear certain sounds at 27,000 hertz. There were tests done for that, and like I took like hearing tests, and it was horrible. You know how like you blow a dog whistle and a dog like starts freaking out? That's exactly what it was. You know, movies how in certain scenes you can lightly hear the buzzing of the classic ceiling light. That's what we hear sometimes. Oh Jesus, that sounds horrible. That just sounds annoying. But I mean, I'm not used to it, so. But yeah, at one point I was able to hear like that super high if I focus really hard. Maybe I still can if I try hard enough, but I don't want to. The frequencies are painful. They're not great. It gets pretty annoying sometimes. Yeah, I can imagine. So yeah, so I can hear like above the 20,000 if I focus really hard. And it gets to a point where it's not really hearing, it's more just my eardrum is definitely sensing the sound. It's more like a really intense, light, like piercing vibration. And it's painful and really uncomfortable. I don't like it one bit. So I would used to tell it to my friends, be like, oh, I can hear like certain dog whistles, and like not the super super good ones that are super high, but you know, like if you get like a dog whistle app like on your phone, I can hear all of those. A lot of people can hear those, but even like the higher ones, I can't stand them. They make me lose my mind. It's just really painful, and my friends used to like make fun of me because they thought it was lying, or they thought it was joking around, or they just thought it was funny because I would just like cringe really bad and like turn my head to one side. Ugh, it was horrible. You learn to tune it out, but when all your senses are heightened due to negative stuff like an incoming meltdown, it isn't the best. Oh, yeah, of course. That really sucks. Automodded? It wasn't automodded, I did it. Also, yeah, apparently NEGE. I mean, I'm sure a lot of chatters over the years have gotten real creative with saying certain things, so Twitch is just being extra careful. But yeah, I looked over and I saw it and I'm like, that's not a word though. It's fine. It's okay. It doesn't mean anything. Come on. Be black and pink. Oh, that's what its normal shiny looks like. I wonder if it's... Can't remember. No, its normal shiny is like gray. Like a cool gray and pink. Really nice shiny. Almost there. We can do it. I don't know why I said almost there like that meant anything. It's random chance. This is taking forever though. 3 hours to do this? Jesus. I feel like part of it is also the fact that these aren't encounter after encounter. It's like 20 seconds of dialogue between every encounter. Well, lucky I don't have a sense of time, so I'll support you. Thanks. But I do have a sense of time because I need to, because I have assignments and they take hours to do as well. At least this is relaxing me plenty for when I actually do have to do my assignments. Assignments. Yeah. Yeah, college assignments are gross. I'm taking physics 2. And my professor is like, oh, expect to put in 12 hours a week into just studying for this class. And I'm like, absolutely not. 12 hours for a single class? Excuse me, but I'm taking 5, okay? I can't put 12 hours out of my 168-hour week into just your class. Considering I spend at least 56 hours a week sleeping, no. 12 hours into just your class? I can't. I literally can't. I'm taking your class, I'm taking physics 2, I'm taking Japanese, I'm taking anatomy and physiology, I'm taking labs and stuff. Like, there's no way. I can't just... I'm also volunteering at a clinic, and I'm shadowing at a hospital, and I'm doing so much... I'm also live streaming. So no, I cannot dedicate 12 hours to your stupid class. I'm only taking it because I need to, though I don't see why to get into medical school you need to take an electricity-based physics class. I want to drop out, but I figured I should at least try it. I mean, I think it's better to give it your all than to just give up on it completely. In my opinion, if you decide, hey, this is not worth it whatsoever, that's perfectly fine. It's just, you know, career-wise, it's safer. And also, you could do it more at your own pace. The reason, like, I've loaded up on credits, which is my fault, you know, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah, for good 3 years I was just done with school, so I decided to drop out the moment I legally can, but I worked myself out of a dark place and I want to try college just to spite younger me. Yeah, that's understandable. I know that, like, since here it's you have to go to college legally until you're just 16. And I'm like, but at 16, unless there's like an extremely good reason for it, I feel like a lot of kids are just gonna be like, well, I don't like school, so I'm gonna drop out. I mean, most parents won't allow it. But yeah, a lot of people get into dark places around that age, and you know, they make choices that they would maybe regret in the future as a result of it. So I mean, I always think it's worth a shot to educate yourself more. If you foundationally feel differently, then that's totally fine. You do something else. Maybe you want to get into just already working from a young age. That's okay. That's fine. Not everyone. School is not meant for everyone. I am a firm believer of that. And it's not because you're not as smart as other people. It's just because your intelligence and abilities may not be needed in an academic society. You know what I mean? Like, you could be much better off elsewhere. Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like my dad is like the hardest worker ever. He's the hardest working man I've ever seen in my life. You know, extremely hard worker. He was never good for school. He never got good grades in school ever. And he lived in Italy as a child and worked on like my on his family's farm and everything, you know. He did that plus a bunch of extra work in order to earn enough money for his older brother and younger sister to go to college. School system was built specifically for the best of the best. Neurotypical is really not my style. Yeah, that's something too. The school was built around first purely mental capacity when it comes to academics, which is really unfortunate because they're missing out on a lot of raw talent in other areas and not giving it much of a spotlight. So people who have those kinds of talents, those kinds of abilities that could very much be used, they're just unaware of it. They just think it's like, oh, a dumb hobby, or like, oh, it's not, it doesn't mean anything, it's not worth anything, it means nothing. You know, but it's just not meant for everyone. It's just that we live in a society that doesn't understand that. I think being academically educated is important, right? To an extent. It should not be your entire life if that's not what you want to dedicate your life to. I want to get into medical school, right? So I'm the very typical like, oh, pre-med student. I need to go to school all my life so I could go to school for some more of my life so I could work the rest of my life. My first bully was my kindergarten teacher, so I'm a bit biased against schools. Oof. Not good. My kindergarten teacher bullied me too. A lot. Apparently she would constantly tell my mom that I'd get into fights with other students when I didn't. I believe education is important, but there's many different types of educations. Yeah, exactly. Like, the fact that you're for so much of your life put into like a very specific type of general, what's considered general education, I feel like I don't know what the better alternative would be, but I feel like there's a better alternative to that. Because by the time you get out of high school, You know, all you know is how school was. If you had nothing else going on in your life that was like really major in terms of like how your lifestyle was, you think that school is just everything. When it really isn't. And I feel like that contributes a lot to people who stay into college. Like they go to college in order to be part of more academic stuff. There are people that remain in college way past their normal graduation time. They just keep taking classes and classes and classes because they can't get rid of the college life. They like the very simple academic lifestyle of a student. You know, of course, that's not everybody. That's fine. But yeah, some people just get stuck in many different mindsets, and I feel like there should be way more support for people who are not your typical academic, you know, like overachiever or anything like that. I feel like the world would be a lot more accepting of all kinds of things, and there wouldn't be as many like stigmas or stereotypes against certain careers if people were just more open to the talents that other people had. English, math, science, and history are prioritized, but what about types of arts, agriculture, animal care, real life education, things self creativity flourish in a way that could far benefit society versus a small four-wall room for like 6 7? Yes, exactly. I always felt that way since I was very little. So, because I am very much an animal person, 100%. I have many pets. I'm finally caring for like, you know, poultry the way that I wanted to, you know. I love the farm style of life. I've always loved the idea of it. I've unfortunately, like, you know, fortunately to me, never had that lifestyle for myself. But I've met, for example, my family in Italy. They still own a very large, very successful farm. And I went to go see it, and the idea of me caring for something like that I thought was amazing. I think animal sciences are incredibly important because if people knew, for example, food science, super important. The only food science you ever see get popular or go around is like stuff that becomes stereotyped, like superfoods. I'm like, really? Superfood? Really? You're gonna tell me that like an avocado is a superfood? Why? Because a lot of people like them and it has fats that are good for you. Awesome. So many other foods have those exact things, but they're being neglected over something that's like constantly, you know, produced at the expense of, for example, lots of fruits and other flowering plants are produced at the expense of like bees and at the expense of a ton of water. For example, almonds, they take up so much water to produce almonds because they're also being produced in a not very like in a not efficient way. It's a lot of production but a lot of waste of like materials. Something that I always thought would be good was like for people who can, of course, not everybody can. If you live in an apartment, for example, you can't really have much of a garden, but everybody produce something of their own. It doesn't have to be food or like, you know, it doesn't have to be like vegetables or like animal stuff or anything, but everybody produce something. Everybody have something to offer to someone else in exchange for something. Bartering. I'm very into, you know, that kind of lifestyle. We could have our money-based lifestyle, whatever, but as long as someone is always producing something. I have chickens and quails. They lay eggs every single day. They lay an egg. Recently, they've laid less eggs because they're getting kind of old now, so we gotta get new ones. But they lay eggs. And as a result, we don't have to buy eggs. That's already a way less money that we're spending at the groceries all the time that we could dedicate to other things, that we could save or put into other stuff that we want more. You know what I mean? I also have plants, gardening plants that I gave to my dad because I don't have space in my dorm for them and I can't care for them here anyway. I gave him cherry tomatoes. He won't have to buy tomatoes as often. You know, I gave him basil. He never ever has to buy basil. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And it'll just produce more and more and more. So if everybody had something like that, a little thing that could just replace something that they're purchasing, it's so much better off. It makes a huge impact. We wouldn't need so much large industrial farming. That is so harmful to the environment, harmful to the animals, harmful to the land that it's being used on. It's just not good. And every year, you know, first world countries that produce a lot end up wasting a lot too. So much food is constantly wasted. Tons and tons and tons of food, billions of tons of food are wasted every single year. I don't know how accurate the number is, but it's a lot, okay? You understand what I mean? It's a ton. It's lots of food. And it's just because people aren't as self-aware of, oh, I'm going to take this much food, but I'm not going to eat it all, or I end up not eating it all, so I'll throw it away. Well, do you know where that food is going once you throw it away? Do you realize that other people could use that food for other things, whether it be, you know, like give extra food to homeless people, or, you know, produce fertilizers so that you're able to grow your own food better? Whatever the case may be, there's so many, like, if people just had a basic understanding of agricultural life and styles like that, and animal sciences, everybody would take care of themselves better. There wouldn't be as many crazy big businesses that are constantly manipulating the minds of like the mob mentality, the minds of the masses, groupthink. There wouldn't be as much of an influence on that just because people would be more self-aware and more knowledgeable about simple things that control their lives. That's my little mini rant on that. I'm gonna be basically self-sufficient when I'm older. Some stuff, of course, I can't replace. I'm not gonna be able to build my own car, you know? But I'm going to be self-sufficient when I'm older for the most part. I'll be able to take care of myself. If there's ever a disaster, I can rely on my own supply, my own production of, for example, food, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You know? Whereas other people, oh, hurricane warning in Florida. Every store runs out of toilet paper. Are you kidding me? I mean, not that you need that much. Not that people can produce toilet paper, but... And suddenly we're all out of food, okay, and then surprisingly or unsurprisingly, there's a huge waste of food by the time hurricane season is over. Instead of putting that food to greater use, they just throw it away. Toilet paper goes off too, you really don't need that. Yeah, you don't need... How many times are you gonna go to the bathroom every day? I go once, maybe twice. Like total. Every day. No? Why is the first thing to go toilet paper? You know, if push comes to shove, like, pee in a bucket. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You're not gonna die. Rinse yourself with water. It's okay. But no, everybody goes for commodities. Like toilet paper. Like, oh my god, I can't live without toilet paper. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. We'll see how everyone else hates you when they realize that you bought 20 rolls of toilet paper for yourself when families of like 5 or 6 have 3. And it's supposed to last them like a whole season. At the start of the pandemic, my mom works at a supply company and the toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and pastas were just gone. I think it's funny that the pastas were gone. But yeah, exactly. The same thing happened in my neighborhood. You know, same thing happened everywhere. Toilet paper was gone and they weren't getting, and every time they got imports, the imports were immediately gone too. Some people found the trucks holding toilet paper and stole from them. I'm like, it's the pandemic, not the apocalypse. And even if it was the apocalypse, I wouldn't be worried about wiping my butt. I'd be worried about where am I gonna have shelter? Am I gonna be able to eat and drink water like I'm supposed to? Am I gonna be able to still provide for my family? You know, stuff that keeps you alive. Toilet paper's not one of them. And it's crazy because people who buy a bunch of stuff that they don't end up needing, it's they realize, oh, we didn't need this much. But then the next time there's another, supposed disaster, they just buy more again. I don't get this toilet paper thing either. I don't understand. Oh my god, 3 hours and almost 15 minutes. Good god. My mom used to live in the hood of Sydney, and we didn't have much growing up, so we learned to survive off small amounts of food. She can make anything out of the strangest ingredients because she tries not to waste what she has. Yeah, like, that's something that you learn, unfortunately. That's something that people learn best when they're in those situations. And I can always really appreciate when people are able to do anything with whatever they have. I eat very little, so I don't like wasting food ever. So anytime I have leftovers, I put it in the fridge. Even if it's like, if it's something really small, I'll just force myself to eat it and it's okay. But I always feel bad about leftovers because in my home country, people are constantly starving to death. So I can't possibly waste food in good conscience when people are starving to death where I come from and my family is struggling and all that lovely stuff. So I learned to do something similar, like I'll put whatever things together I can because nevertheless it's still food and I'm gonna eat it because I need to, because I can't waste it, because if I don't eat it then nobody's gonna eat it and then it's just wasted. I feel like that's a really important thing, is understanding, like, you can run out of stuff. You can run out of supplies. And if it ever were to happen, what are you gonna do? Not saying that, it's good for people to be in situations like that. I'm not saying that at all, but I grew up living by a rule of try it once, twice. If you don't like it, you don't have to have it. So we have weird stuff, but it always tastes good because of experimenting and her previous experiences as a learning chef. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's really cool. My mom is a chef, and sometimes she'll try things, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but regardless, I eat it because I'm like, it's food, unless it's horrible. And people are just too afraid to deviate from their cookbooks. Oh, for sure. I have some things sometimes, like yesterday, I'm not the most avid cook whatsoever. I know what I can cook, I know what I can't cook, and there's a lot of things that I can't cook. Simple things, like I don't know how to make soup yet, But yesterday I was like, I'm hungry. I have chicken. I've never made chicken before. Let me make chicken. I know how to cook, but I've never made chicken because it scares me because, if it's even a little bit raw, it's dangerous. So I was, let me make chicken. And I'm like, okay, what else can I eat? I could open up my new bag of rice, or I could eat pasta that I already had open. And that's what I did. So I just made long pasta with some butter and olive oil and salt in it, and then I put 2 little lumps of chicken on top. It did not look like a meal. It did not look like a proper dish whatsoever. There was nothing that combined the two. It literally just looked, I just put 2 things on top of a thing. But it was delicious. It was so good. It was my first time cooking chicken. I could not be happier. And something else that I do, something that's considered like a peasant food where I come from, is scrambled eggs with hot dog slices in them. Because in my country, the poor families, we can't afford bacon. Therefore, we buy hot dogs. And we slice hot dogs and put them in scrambled eggs. And it tastes amazing. It's my favorite way of eating eggs. You know, I don't like eggs usually to begin with if I don't have them with something else that actually gives them flavor. My phone's vibrating again. That's not good. I feel like I'm gonna have to end the stream. At 1 o'clock I'll end it because, Jesus, it's... Oh my god. I'm so sorry you can still hear that. Okay, 1 o'clock I'm ending it, no matter what. I just can't continue. I have so much work to do, and I'm so sad that this has almost gone for 3.5 hours with no shiny whatsoever. No, I like buzzing, it's fun. Oh, I'm sure you can hear it a million times better than everybody else, huh? And if people are calling me that much, it's probably for a good reason, so that kind of worries me. I mean, maybe it's just my mom trying to say hi or my dad trying to say hi. I did get phone calls like an hour ago, so... You know, and I never miss phone calls. Or if I do miss a phone call, I call 2 minutes later, so this is probably kind of concerning. I'll just say that, like, I don't know. I was doing stuff. I mean, I was doing stuff. That's exactly what this is. That's what this is. Can I please get a shiny, like, right before the stream ends? That way it can end on a good note and not on a, like, I'm stressed because I need to do work and also answer my phone calls note. It's really weird. Obviously, it's a variant for others, but for me, at least my hearing and light sensitivity is heightened while my smell is pretty bad. Oh! Your smell? I don't know what I would do without my smell. Okay, I have really poor vision. Really poor vision. I'm at, I have astigmatism plus really poor vision. I'm at -6 in my left eye and -550 in my right eye. And if you guys don't know what that means, in case you don't know how eye prescriptions work, I am extremely nearsighted, but I'm nearsighted to the point where it's not even nearsighted anymore. You know, like I have to have something this close to me. For example, if I'm reading a book, the book needs to be up here for me to be able to read it properly. And even then, any closer and it becomes blurry again because my eyes start crossing. So, like, my vision, terrible. I wear contacts and they're great. And thankfully, my vision has finally plateaued and not gotten any worse. But it's been getting worse since I was very small. You know, but as a result, I think my hearing and my smell are really, really good. You're blind, long, and short-sighted? Exactly. I mean, I'm basically blind, short-sighted, you know, like nearsighted, but just because my vision is so bad that it doesn't matter anymore. I know there's some people who are like, oh, I can't see this far away, but if it's this close, I can see it just fine. I cannot. I can't. It got to the point, like, got way past that point. I don't remember your... I do not remember your prescription. Well, I mean, I get contacts. I wear daily contacts that I get every, like, 6 months, so I can't, yes, perspection. I get contacts every 6 months, and I'm very knowledgeable about my own self, because in case there's something where, like, I need to tell somebody else, here's my prescription, because I can't see, then I can do it. Also, my parents would never remember, so... Alright, last attempt, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the last attempt. I was looking at the keyboard. Nice. I can't type without looking at the keyboard. I mean, I guess I can, but not very well. Last attempt. Oh my god, there's literally 20 seconds of dialogue between each attempt. And nope. Well, we're ending it on that note. That really sucks. But oh well. We couldn't get it today, but we'll see when we do get it. I don't have a streaming schedule as of yet, but I'm trying to see with all my classes and stuff how I can balance this out, and it'll probably be like a couple hours and won't be 3.5 like this one was usually, just because I want to make sure I'm on top of everything. So, but still, I had a lot of fun talking to all you new folks here. It was really nice. Have any ideas of who you'll raid? Oh right, I have to do that. Crap. Who should I raid? Who exists? Who's open? Who's there? Who's around? We'll go to someone playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver because that's my favorite game. Let's see. Is anyone live? Hello, live people. Blind Nuzlocke, 3 gyms to go. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I forgot how to do this. How do I do it? So it's slash... slash raid... I need to find this guy's name again. My super loud keyboard could not be louder. There we go. I finished a video game. Cool. I think I'm doing it right, hopefully. Alright, cool. I did it. Yay! Okay, bye everybody.